What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. We back in the building talking some NFL, and apparently the Buffalo Bills is terrible this year, okay? You know, they win games they're not expected to win. LeSean Mccoy is going through a little bit of issues with his former girlfriend about a little legal case that he got going on with her, and he's not really been healthy or performing with the Buffalo Bills. You know, he's their only primary offensive weapon right now that's actually, you know, really good until Josh Allen really grow into the role. And he's been injured, but he played last week. You know, had a good game. I think he got like 70 yards rushing. But the Philadelphia Eagles running back Jay Ajayi tore his ACL. Darren Sproles is also out in that backfield, and they got two other smaller backs in Smallwood and Corey Clemens. And I don't think they feel that's going to, you know, cut the cake with both of them shouldering the load, or one of them trying to be the workhorse running back in the backfield. And it's been rumored that the Philadelphia Eagles may be one of the teams that may try to acquire Le'Veon Bell. And now, you know, according to Pro Football Talk, you know, some reports out of Buffalo is that the Eagles called the Philadelphia Eagles called the Buffalo Bills to acquire about getting LeSean McCoy. And I figured that LeSean McCoy price tag would be a lot cheaper than Le'Veon Bell's price tag, okay? I still think Le'Veon Bell price tag should be just maybe a little bit above LeSean McCoy price tag, because they know, for one, Le'Veon Bell ain't played this year yet. He gonna need a big contract. Shady got 2 more years on his contract. I don't think he asked for no more money. Also, Le'Veon Bell has been he ain't in football shape, and you know, I think they going in cheaper route. It's gonna cost them less assets to acquire LeSean McCoy, and I think most people would think that Le'Veon Bell is overkill, even if you don't bring back Jay Ajayi. And LeSean McCoy is familiar with the city of Philadelphia. He's familiar with some of the dudes on the team, and I think LeSean McCoy he probably ain't as good as Le'Veon Bell. You know, when they both, you know, in rotation, both healthy and going, but I think you could consider him the next second, or third, or fourth, fifth best thing, you know, when he's mentally right and he healthy. I don't think LeSean McCoy is past his expiration date at all, and neither do I think about Le'Veon Bell. I just think LeSean McCoy is not healthy, and I think part of him not being healthy physically is mentally he's not healthy because of the situation where his girlfriend is putting him through and the legal dispute they going on, so he can't really focus. And I also think he's being hurt by being Buffalo. No disrespect to Buffalo, but they haven't really put the team around him where he could be successful. Because this last year, he was the Buffalo Bills offense. You know, Tyrod Taylor was cool, but he still was the offense. And this year, he just hasn't been healthy, and he's been dealing a lot through the offseason. I think that kind of drops his price tag down too, with his legal dispute going on. And also, he ain't really been healthy this year. And I think with Philly, with him getting healthy and showing that he can, you know, get a couple yards last week, I think Philly and Buffalo can hash out a deal, and I think it'll be cheaper than you know, getting Le'Veon Bell off of Pittsburgh. You would think Pittsburgh will try to unload Le'Veon Bell, you know, and try to get what they can for him, but you know, it hasn't happened, and they had a stalemate, you know. So, like I said, I like the idea of Shady going back to Philadelphia. I think, to be honest, I think that's a better fit for Philly in the near future than signing Le'Veon Bell to a Todd Gurley-esque type of contract. And you got to remember, Le'Veon Bell also had problems off the field with being suspended and also with injury. Shady McCoy pretty much been a healthy back throughout his career. He had some controversies off the field. Not like serious, you know what I'm saying, or marijuana, but there'll be some things said off the field. But I think this is absolutely a great fit for Philly. This is a great reunion. This is a great opportunity to get LeSean McCoy back, at least while he still got some of his prime and some juice left in his legs, back in the winning situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he ever played with Carson Wentz. Pretty sure that didn't happen, but I mean, I think Carson Wentz will love LeSean McCoy. He can catch it out the backfield. He fits right on in the offense. You can do the sweeps. I know Chip Kelly didn't like him because of, he didn't like Chip Kelly offense because he was critical of the speed of the offense and how they was getting a lot of 3 and outs, and Chip Kelly didn't want to kind of verse his offense or mold his offense and fit the NFL, and LeSean McCoy got an issue, and he shipped LeSean McCoy right up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I think Philly, they made a mistake, but at the time when they got Jay Ajayi, which I ain't been I like Jay Ajayi, but I don't really think he was all that good. Even in Miami, he had that one good year. But I think Philly, realized that Chip Kelly made a mistake, and they can get LeSean McCoy back, and that would be freaking awesome. I don't know what it would cost them. I don't think they would try to, Buffalo would completely try to strip the Eagles of everything. But, there's some things they could do, some draft picks, maybe a player here, and save Shady McCoy, from his career. Right now in Buffalo, he's being forgotten. And just last year, he had a great year. He was, toting that rock last year, busting off long runs. And now Buffalo is back to being Buffalo, not close to being a playoff team. And it's, why wouldn't he going to go to Philly, finish his last 2 years off on that contract, and ball out and possibly get a ring? I'm not really concerned about Philadelphia and they stumbling blocks, because nobody in the NFC East is taking it by the horns. The Redskins just got stripped of their dignity last night, which we all knew would happen, because of, Drew Brees breaking the record last night. That was going to be a damn near impossible win, for the Redskins to get. The Cowboys, we know they ain't shit. They talking about firing their head coach, 18 years too late. Okay? Need to fire Jerry Jones too. And the Giants, we know they ain't no damn threat. Odell out here throwing better deep balls than Eli Manning. So, overall NFC, NFC North is still a mess. The Bears, we don't trust Trubisky. Okay? Nobody trusts Trubisky, okay? Not even Bears fans. Don't let them tell you that lie. The Falcons is garbage. The Tampa Bay, that whole AFC South, other than the Saints, that's it. The Panthers looking all right. They damn near lost to the Giants, though. No, the Rams is the only powerhouse team I see, followed by the Saints, and the Eagles, they right there. Carson Wentz with the injury, he got to get back in rhythm. Alshon Jeffrey's got to get back in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just going to be him getting healthy, him getting back in rhythm, them figuring it out. A little bit of Super Bowl hangover, but I think it's more of an injury hangover. You add LeSean McCoy to the mix, they don't have a running back that's like LeSean McCoy. Jay Ajayi couldn't carry LeSean McCoy helmet and shoulder pads Monday through Sunday, okay? Neither could Sproles, Smallwood, or Clemens. LeSean McCoy is definitely what the doctor ordered. And if they was able to pull off Le'Veon Bell, that would have been great too. You know what I'm saying? They would have handcuffed themselves a little bit cap-wise, but LeSean McCoy got a little bit of more of a home run ability, you know what I'm saying? And he also can handle the load in between the tackles, so could Le'Veon Bell. But just the price tag you would pay for Le'Veon Bell, plus with the contract extension, LeSean McCoy, you ain't got to worry about extending his contract. He ain't complaining about the money that he getting. He happy. He'd be happy in Philly. I don't think he ever wanted to leave Philly. And I believe Philly what's their owner named Jeffrey Lurie, feel like they made a mistake, let Chip Kelly ship LeSean McCoy out of there. I think LeSean McCoy, and when Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey, these dudes get back in rhythm, I think, they can be right up there with the Rams for the NFC Championship, okay? The Rams defense still ain't that good, bro. I don't really think Talib and Marcus Peters is shut down. They both can be got. Talib because he's older, and Marcus Peters because he's a gambler. You can beat him. He takes chances. He jump route, and sometimes he lose, and sometimes he win. You know what I'm saying? And their linebackers ain't that great. Dominic Sue, Aaron Donald, that's nice. But Carson Wentz being mobile, and that's the Eagles can get back up there and still be the favorites. The Saints can be the favorites. Anything can happen because injuries happen. So I think this is definitely a power move that the Eagles can pull off. I like the LeSean McCoy move better than the Le'Veon Bell move, just because of the assets you can save and the lower price tag for LeSean McCoy. And if LeSean McCoy come back and ball out, you can move Jay Ajayi. I don't know his contract situation. You can move and not bring him back. You know what I'm saying? You can move on from Darren Sproles, and then you could just go with Clemens, McCoy, and Smallwood, and make sure you just get you another little power back behind them. Some dude, cheaper dude that can get the short yardage. Like LA got with Eckler. You know what I'm saying? So it's rumor. I'm gonna link the article to the description. Let me know what y'all think. Shout out to everybody supporting Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, our NFL show, Friday, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might start a little bit more earlier, but make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, so you can get those notifications about when we do our NFL live show. Also, we got an NBA live show coming up 3 times this week. One gonna come on a day. So be on the lookout for that NBA live show. I definitely appreciate you guys. Follow us on social media if you want to make a donation. Our PayPal link is there as well. You can do me one better and share these videos and share the channel with a friend that loves sports, NFL, and the whole nine. And we're going to definitely keep talking about the NFL, NBA, and other stuff. We also talk some boxing, MMA, and stuff of that nature. So, join on in and check out our playlist, Hood Stories. We got a lot of different playlists as well. But y'all know what the business is, man. We're going to continue to grind one time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports.